Hey there, I'm Lunsford and you're watching a review of Juan Pablo's Fruitful 2.0. What is up, you people? My name is Lunsford and welcome back to another magic trick review here on the channel. Now, if you're new here, then definitely please consider subscribing and take a look on the channel at my past reviews. I'm glad you're here. I hope you are. And without any more waiting, let's go ahead and get right into this video right now. First off, you need to know what actually is Fruitful 2.0. Well, Fruitful 2.0 is a diabolical method created by Juan Pablo to get any signed bill or card into any fruit lying around them. A few things to remember about Fruitful 2.0. The fruit can be freely chosen by the spectator, the bill or card is signed, and the knife could be borrowed depending on what the knife actually is and some specs of it, which I will get into later in this video. What will you be receiving if you decide to purchase this? You'll be receiving the gimmicks you need to perform this effect, and you also get a tutorial video from Juan Pablo that just has music throughout it with captions in English on the screen, but there's no actual talking in it. Now that you know what Fruitful 2.0 is and what you'll be receiving, let's talk about some more questions you may have, such as how difficult is it to perform? This is definitely going to take some practice. I mean, it's not as easy as the ad copy makes it seem, which is kind of annoying, but you can get this down if you put the practice into it, but just be warned, it is going to take just a little bit of practice. It is relatively easy, but you got to get some things right, and I'll touch on a little bit about that a little bit later. Let's talk about the angles. When you perform this, what are the angles going to be like? The angles are 180 degrees at maximum. You cannot do this with people behind you. Basically, also, your spectators need to be focused on the same thing at the same time. Like, be good at misdirection. You do need that for this. Is Fruitful 2.0 examinable? Yeah, the signed card or bill or whatever it is that you're using is examinable, and also the knife is examinable by the end, and the fruit itself is examinable as well. Is there any DIY involved or anything you have to buy? No, there's not. You just have to provide the bill or the card and the marker to actually sign it. What's the setup and reset like for Fruitful 2.0? The setup and reset pretty much happens all in real time, so you don't have to worry about it, but you do just need to make sure you have your gimmick on you and that it works with the knife that you're using, which I will touch on right now. What are the negatives? Are there any negatives about Fruitful 2.0? Yeah, there are. It's going to take a good bit of hand-eye coordination and quite a bit of practice, which is like not necessarily a bad thing because, I mean, all like magicians are pretty good at this stuff, but the thing that they are advertising is that it's a really easy trick to do with almost any knife, and it can work with almost any large knife. It's not going to work with a butter knife or even like a steak knife that's really thin. It needs to be a pretty thick knife because that's just part of the method, and I don't think I'm ruining too much with that by warning you about that, but just be aware that is something you need to think about. Also, the gimmick you receive is not going to work for you if you do not have something similar to tan skin. If you have a really dark skin tone, this is not going to work for you. Yeah, just be warned about that as well. And there's also no talking in the 10-minute tutorial, only background music and English captions, so that's annoying. What are the positives about Fruitful 2.0? The method is creative. Like, while it is not as easy as they say it is a creative method, and they can sign the bill or the card and appear in whatever fruit that's like on the table, as long as the fruit isn't like the smallest thing in the world. But like probably a lemon's probably like the smallest you want to go with this. But yeah, it is a cool method, cool effect, but there's just those drawbacks that I mentioned earlier, and I just wish that they could get solved somehow, but some of them just can't. You just kind of got to work around these things. What's this retail as? Well, Fruitful 2.0 will set you back about $30, and is that a fair price? No, I think this should be more like $25, even $20 based on all the critiques that I've mentioned so far. I mean, they just didn't think about like some of the things in there just aren't well thought out. I mean, it's not for everyone, like I mentioned earlier with the restrictions you have as far as skin color goes, or trying to advertise that it works with most knives, which they should say it works with most large knives. It doesn't just work with most knives in general. So just things like that, I just wish they would have been more honest about. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end of this video. I really do appreciate it. And if you feel that Fruitful 2.0 is for you, the link to purchase it is in the description down below. Remember, I am here to bring you unbiased reviews to help you make more informed, better decisions on the match you buy, and I hope that you found this video helpful for that decision. I'd like to thank Abstract Effects for allowing me to have this product, so that way I can do this for you, for people out there. And remember, you can support them by visiting their website or their Instagram. All those links are in the description down below. If you want to follow me on Instagram, feel free to. I post all my stories, and you can get some behind the scenes access, all that good stuff. I actually post a lot of my opinions like on the magic community. I actually posted something a while back on like illusionist and this when they were putting out their How to Control Minds kit, and I basically just you know, if I'm upset about something in the magic world, or if I want you to know about something, I'll post it on my Instagram usually, because I just can't get to the point where I can make a video that quick. It's just easier to post it on there. So if you want to get all that information, then head on over to my Instagram page. But you're here, you just watched this video for a magic review, and I appreciate that. I really do. So thanks for doing that, and hopefully I'll see you in another video that I post on the channel sometime soon. And remember, be kind to people. See ya.